Malacanang Aquino administration will continue to improve the economy to ensure that its gains are felt by the poor people. Presidential spokesman Edwin Lacerda stressed this as the palace welcomed the latest Standard & Poor's report, saying the Philippines is now the leader among Southeast Asian nations in terms of economic growth. Meanwhile, Secretary Lacerda said the president will push through with his trip to Mindanao tomorrow to attend a business summit. This despite the recent bombing incidents in the region. This report.
Malacanang will continue to implement programs to sustain the country's economic growth. Presidential spokesperson Edwin Lacerda said this following the report of international credit rating agency Standard & Poor's that the Philippines is now the leading economy among other ASEAN member economies. Based on the reports, the Philippines has surpassed Indonesia and projected a 7% GDP growth this year.
We're happy that the pie has grown bigger, but it's also important for us to ensure that more people get a slice of the pie. That's what we call inclusive growth. And that's why the President has emphasized in his SONA the various ways of achieving growth and making sure that all of our population or all of our citizens hopefully profit from that growth or get a slice of the pie.
Malacanang, however, is confident that the continuing positive indicators will not be affected by the series of attacks in Mindanao. Lacerda said the government will remain cognizant to sustain the conducive business climate in the country, particularly in Mindanao.
We're cognizant of the situation, the incident right now, hence the reason why these investigations would have to look into the causes of all this.
Confident ang government na wala ito magiging epekto dun sa economic front natin.
So far naman po wala.
Despite the violent incidents in Mindanao, President Aquino will attend this year's Mindanao Business Conference in Davao City. A day before the business conference, explosions were reported in Midsayap, North Cotabato and Sharif Aguac in Maguindanao this morning. Presidential Security Group Chief Ramon Mateo Dizon instructed his men to provide extra precautions in all presidential engagements.
Yes, tuloy po yung meeting bukas with the Davao businessmen. So, pag-usapan po doon yung about the situation in Davao, his meeting with the there in Mindanao. So, there's no contrary notice given so far. So, tuloy po yung lakad po bukas.
Malacanang also assured the public that the government is doing its best to immediately arrest people behind the attacks. President Aquino met the security cluster to strengthen intelligence gathering to secure people out of harm's way.
The government is well aware of the incident, and we like to assure the public that the government will intensify all its efforts to identify the perpetrators.
For the People's Television, Ignacio.